You got the boys with the toys in the basement making noise? Hello and welcome to Andy's Little Sci-Fi Horror Show. My name's Andy and this is my little 10-minute window to the rest of the world. And right now, today is August something. It's so... Jesus, why do I do this? I don't have my phone on me. It's like August 11th or something like that. It's a Sunday. Ken and I have been doing some prepping on Halloween. And I'm currently right now just in the middle of this weekend, kind of just lost, overwhelmed with different things I can do and little projects around me that are surrounding me that I go to one room, I need to do that, and then I go to get something for that project and I walk into another room and there's a project that needs to be there. I'm like having a really bad OCD, socially, mentally distracted kind of mentality going on in my brain right now. So I'm just going to bite the bullet right now since Halloween mode is kicking in. Episodes are kind of having a Halloween feel to it. I'm going to finish a project that's been sitting right off camera. We haven't seen it because it's been right off camera for the longest time, and I'm just going to have some fun with it. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. You may recall last Halloween or so, I was shopping with Drew. No, when they come at you like that, you have to take them home. Awesome. And he crawls. About this guy. That's all well and good, that's pretty cool, but the thing is he's a zombie, and he's probably 1/3 scale of a real life human. You see, this is my hand, this is his head. It's a toy, and you can tell I love everything about this. I love the motion, I love the sound, I love how the eyes light up and all that stuff, but I can't get past the fact that it's a 1/3 size human. It doesn't even look like a child or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is give him a simple makeover. I have parts from another project. I'm going to make him more of a living voodoo doll kind of creature. And I have some parts from another project. I'll show you those in 1 second. This is one of those classic scenarios of just finding... I dropped the eyeballs. This was for another project that never got done. It was always meant to be a doll, but it was going to be a posable, upright, 3-foot tall voodoo doll puppet that never really got anywhere. And I took some hair, I had leftover yarn from the previous project of Baby Button Eyes. Come play with us, Andy. Oh, forever and ever. You may recall that. And I'm going to give this thing a head of hair and some ping pong ball eyes as soon as I can find them both. I think I do. Okay, I got a visual on both of them. I'm going to pick them up before I lose them. And put some ping pong ball eyes here and see if I can't utilize the LED lights and the zombie eyes to make them light up. We'll see. One moment, I gotta pick up my eyeballs. Like I said before, this project's been kicking around in a plastic bag upstairs and downstairs. Last week I made little claw hands that look like this. They're basically just elongated claw fingers. The classic 3 in the thumb. And these are simply toilet paper tubes rolled up really tight with masking tape, and to hold them all together, these are coated with hot glue and have material on them. So this is that's solid. This isn't by any means at all any kind of how-to video because I really don't have that kind of focus. I have the how-to in my head, but I gotta get this thing out of my way. So I'm gonna put them all together. So I'm gonna finish coating these up. Time lapse. Just to give you an idea of the chaos I'm kind of dealing with right now, I actually had to move 2 of my other projects out of the way to get to the glue gun to do this project that I'm currently doing right now. I got a bunch of this to do. Glue. That is the look we're going for. Got a whole bunch more of this to go. I am still gluing the material onto the fingers, folding and wrapping and folding and wrapping. Gluing it flat, and all these little layers. This is the next to the last finger. Alright, 8 fingers all done. Now, I'm going to move on to the next stage is to crack open the head. See if we can save the eye sockets. Time for one last look at this guy before we cut him open. Oh my god, I'm really going to do it. The head is obviously hollow, a vacuum formed plastic. That's how I bought it. It's just begging to be cut open. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna do a zombie zombotomy. A zombotomy. It's almost like this that I cringe when people ask me at work on Monday, so what did you do over the weekend? What can you say? Like, nothing. I performed a lobotomy on a zombie. Just as I thought. He's brainless. We can work with this. Alright, here I am, covered in zombie shrapnel. I got the head wide open. I'm gonna try to get these three components separate. It looks like there's enough wire to actually make my ping pong ball eyes kind of spread apart. Alright, now we got all the components separate on the head. I don't believe I cut any wires, so this should still work. We got one eye ping pong tentatively glued over the LED lights, and I'm going very slow because I'm not going to cut myself for this project. I've come to the tricky part. We have two eyes on wires. I kind of still want to keep this activation going, but can't wait here to snip the wires and resolder, but I'd rather just keep this manufactured quality. I have to find a way of putting the sensor in the mouth and the eyes up here. I don't have a really good way of doing that just yet. I'm going to pre-cut holes for the eyes, and then I'm just going to go for broke and cut the bottom and shove and feed all the stuff up in the right direction. But first things first, I'm going to put some red or material over this because I can't see that in the mouth. We need to see some red or something. You can see right here, I have the burgundy material with the sensor unblocked. This part's just hanging down. This is going to be inside the mouth. Hopefully, if I do this right. I think I left enough space. I kind of eyeballed it. I'm pretty good at eyeballing things. Speaking of eyeballs, that's actually what's next. Now I got to cut holes in my head, feed this up over the bottom jaw, and put those two eyes through the hole sockets I haven't made yet. Alright, there we go. Two eye holes right here and right here. Blah, 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 blah. A hole big enough on the bottom of this. I can actually cut the hole bigger than I want to because this is not the color skin it's actually going to be showing. This is only going to be showing around the lips and maybe patchway here and there. But the gray here is what's going to be over it, which is going to match the fingers because this doesn't match. But yep, I'm going to go for broke again here and just cut a hole, shove it on there and gut it in there. The wires are pretty strong, so I'm not worried too worried about the connections. If we're getting this right the first time would be excellent. It's ready, and let's see if this works. As far as I can tell, it works, so I'm just going to hot glue the hell out of that. Yeah, I just took some red paint and I shot inside the mouth a little bit, so it looks slightly more organic before I put the gray flesh all over your head. You ready for this? Good. Me too. His eyes all taped up. I'm gonna bring it over to the painting station, hit some black around the eyes and probably some around the hair too line, and just start dirtying this up a little bit. So be right back. Got a little bit more hair going on in here. We're gonna do some more of that, but now I think it's time to do the big review. Let's see what the eyes look like. That's a lot messed up in a really good way. That is epic, man. Oh, we're gonna have some fun with this. Alright, we got some hair on the thing and the head is, now we just gotta work with the hands. I'm gonna take care of the mouth after, but right now we gotta take care of these because still got the zombie hands. Alright, so one down, one to go. Here we have it, the voodoo doll. Complete with stitched up mouth and grabby claws. That's all the time I have for this episode of Andy's Little Sci-Fi Horror Show. My name's Andy. Good night.